I'm so excited for this week's big review as I really love choir libraries. I can't get enough of them. I've got plenty myself, and every time a new one comes out I'm really excited to hear what it can do. This is from Strezov Sampling. It's Freyja Female Choir. They're building on their legacy of great sounding choirs. Strezov Sampling have produced many over the years, and this is a new collection of soprano and alto female voices from the Sophia Sessions Choir. This library focuses on soft and emotional tones and also features a very low alto range, lower than you'll hear in a lot of choir libraries. This one's in the full version of Contact. It's 8GB in size, compressed, and has 3 microphone positions on board which are all mixable. The choir library features a syllable builder, which they've dubbed the Syllab Builder, which is a bit of a mouthful, and it's got both sustain and staccato styles there too. There's also polyphonic true legato for R's and Ms and the syllables as well, and you've got whispers too as one-shots. There was a lot that I really loved about this library. To begin with, it just sounds gorgeous. It's got a nice smooth crossfade between the and R velocity layers too, so that's really important for realistic kind of transitions between soft and stronger vowels. The polyphonic legato works really well as well without you having to kind of think too much about what's happening with the scripting in too much detail. It just plays really well out of the box. The extensive tweakability is also a big plus. The developers have really thought about which controls will help you get the most out of the samples and syllables included. It's great to have separate patches as well for R and the whispers and the syllable builder and the different types of legato, and along with the purging features, this is really going to help me save on RAM in my template. There are a few queries I had about the library that were answered by the developers pretty quickly. The Ms have a smaller range than the R samples. I can understand why they've done this. It's not possible really to sing really high, but just worth noting that those two sample sets don't match in their ranges. I also would have liked more than 8 syllables. It doesn't sound too many 8, although you can edit the sample start points and there's a neat morphing option in the builder, which adds a lot more variety too. But 8 is really kind of a small number for this type of library. The PDF manual is a little bit basic, I have to say. It's 4 or 5 pages, but this is remedied somewhat by the help system within the interface itself, which is really useful, although you'll have to get your magnifying glass out. The amount of text in there makes the text really tiny to read. It's worth noting as well that there's no mixed alto and soprano voicings for the legato patches. If you want to use those in legato, you'll have to load both the patches into Contact and play them together. You can approximate this to a certain extent as well with the Syllab Builder by using a combination of the agile legato function, which is a really useful function worth checking out, and you can also push the sample start points ahead so that you just get the vowel portions of those syllables. As I say, it's an approximation. It works really well, but I would have liked to have seen those alto and soprano sections mixed together. In conclusion, I think this is a really worthy successor and accompaniment to Strezov Sampling's Voton male choir, although it has different syllables so the singers won't match up precisely. It also has some nice shortcuts for deleting, inserting and making syllables into staccato variations. This is going to be introduced in an update to Voton very shortly, so if you have that library, you'll be able to use the same shortcuts in both Voton and Freyja. The customization options are expansive in this library. With a little bit of adjusting, you can coax far more sounds out of it than just the Ms, Rs and the 8 syllables. If you do decide to go for this library, you'll want to spend some time with it to get the most out of it. It's really worth going into those tweaking options and seeing how you can get your money's worth from the library. Freyja by Strezov Sampling, thoroughly recommended. Thank you so much for watching. That's just a small taste of the Samplecast, a weekly podcast and YouTube show for sample library geeks and plugin enthusiasts. You can find out more information at thesamplecast.com. Don't forget to subscribe.